to the Sandbox on Air. My name is Chris Demmons, social media editor of the Sandbox News. In the Hangout today with me, I have Professor Kathy Bryson, of our advisor here at the Sandbox.
Hello.
And I have Brandon, our former arts editor and SPC alum. Kathy, why don't you introduce Brandon?
Okay. Brandon is, like you said, former student at SPC. He was our original arts editor when the Sandbox started, this many, many moons ago. And I understand now, Brandon, you are at Florida Gulf Coast.
No, I actually just transferred from there to USF.
Okay. And
Yeah.
are you still studying psychology?
Yes.
Okay. You went in kind of a different direction. You know, we've been talking about with alumni all summer. Some have stayed in writing, some have gone more creative writing. You went into the sciences.
Yeah, I did actually. What happened was when I went from SPC, my first year at FGCU, I started doing engineering because I liked science and math so much. But then I decided I didn't want to do a job where I was like banging my head on the desk all day. So because that's very much what engineering is very frustrating. So I knew that I wanted to go back into journalism for graduate school, but I didn't really know necessarily what I wanted to do for undergrad because I figured, you know, if I'm going to go for graduate school, I kind of want to do something different for undergrad and just like, you know, have fun with it, but also get skills that'll help me. So I chose psychology because a lot of it is research intensive. A lot of people don't think that. They think it's very like, oh, let's sit around and talk about feelings, like that's a stereotypical thing. But it's really not. Most of it is research, and you get a lot of research skills out of it. So I chose that because I feel like it's going to help me a lot in the future with journalism. So.
Brittany Collins, I don't know if you know her, but she worked on the paper briefly as well, was saying that research is becoming quite a big deal in journalism.
Yeah, I'm sort of like specializing in statistics. Like I have concentration in statistics because of that, because I want to go into data journalism. So like my big thing is just that I know how to analyze statistics, and I'm really good with all the software programs and stuff like that, but I just want to learn how to more apply it to journalism also. So
cool.
Yeah.
So are you graduating soon, another year, and then you're going to CUNY? I'm not sure what that school is.
I am graduating in the spring, the spring of 2015, and then I'm applying. Didn't get in yet. I'm hoping that I get in because that's like my big dream school. But the City University of New York, their graduate school of journalism, and then I'm hoping to go to their entrepreneurial journalism program. Yeah.
Are you liking the Oracle, and what are you finding different than here at the Sandbox?
Yeah, I actually really like it a lot. I kind of just like, I feel like I just fit right in there. Like they're very welcoming. They're very, they work with everybody. If you want to do anything, they'll work with you somehow. And differences that I've seen is more just like, because it's kind of hard for me to say because I don't know really how the Sandbox stands now, but when I started it was very new, so they were still, very, very new, so they were still laying the groundwork and everything for that. Then we were still trying to, build like communication, like build networks within the community and stuff like that too. So that was like my big goal when I was there, was just trying to network with different people like in the galleries and the theater companies and stuff like that, just to try to build that communication.
And developing is really a lot more social media. The newspaper's out there, but it stands alone. The push and the conversation seems to be all heading into Twitter, Google, and Facebook. Facebook less and less. Are you seeing that as well? Are you working on Twitter or Google?
Yeah, I am seeing that a lot, especially with the Oracle too. They very much like focus on social media. They're on every social media website, and they're always posting on it constantly. So I feel like, yeah, that's very much where it's sort of going to, especially, you know, like you see there are things, websites like, you know, like Gawker and the Huffington Post and everything. The Huffington Post tweets like a billion times a day.
Yes.
And they, you know, they kind of like feed on that sort of thing where it's just like they want the people to come in through the social media sort of thing. So yeah, I'm
Yeah.
definitely seeing that a lot.
So having made this transition or being in the process of making this transition, was there anything in particular that you found helpful at SPC?
SPC as a whole, you know, that's kind of like a good, like, a good introduction to kind of getting used to college classes and everything like that. Of like the Sandbox, what I've kind of taken away from that is that it did give me, like I mentioned, it gave me a lot of networking skills. It gave me, you know, a lot of knowledge on how to write. Like when I was in your class, I learned so much about like how to write stories and things like that that I still use now.
I think it's been a tremendous experience having Brandon here with us. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what you do with the Oracle. And I will, when I find something I really like, I think I'll be putting your stuff up on our Twitter as well, as
Okay,
you're a
awesome.
Sandbox alum.
Thank you, thanks.
Yeah, we're actually have been letting any alumni know if they want to continue writing for the Sandbox. We're happy to include alumni information. You know, let us know let SPC students know what they're going to run into at USF, what they might look forward to.
Yeah, absolutely. That'd be really cool.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, and we certainly wish you the best going forward in school. And we'll go ahead and wrap this up so that Chris then doesn't have to struggle with the editing program.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you guys for having me.
Thank you.
And thank you for tuning in today to the Sandbox on Air. This is the last of our summer broadcasts. Enjoy the rest of your summer, and we will see you on August 18th.